Here is a creative, but grounded, story-style deep dive into the sweeping changes coming to the 2025 Daytime Emmy Awards. While some details are confirmed, I've taken a few imaginative flourishes to make it read like a narrative of transformation. A changing of the daylight stage. In decades past, the Daytime Emmy Awards occupied a predictable slot in the summer schedule, a mid-year celebration for the soap operas, talk shows, game shows, and lifestyle TV that people rolled out of bed to watch. But by 2025, the television landscape, and how audiences consume it, has shifted. In response, the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences (NATAS) has reimagined the Daytime Emmys from the ground up. The result is a reinvention. New timing, new categories, new rules, and a redefinition of what daytime television means in a streaming age. 1. A new time of year. Perhaps the most visible change is when the Daytime Emmys will take place. For years, the ceremony lived in the May-June window. In 2025, however, it jumps to October, swapping places with the News and Documentary Emmy Awards. Why the swap? NATAS explains that it wants the news and documentary ceremony to live closer to the news cycles it honors, and daylight out of the way to let daytime programming get its own fresh moment in autumn. To reflect the shift, the 52nd Daytime Emmy Awards for programming that aired in calendar year 2024 will be held in October 2025. This change isn't just cosmetic, it affects rhythms of production, submission windows, marketing, and how shows position themselves in the awards calendar. 2. All in one night, merging ceremonies. In years past, the Daytime Emmy Awards often split into a main show and a separate, creative arts and lifestyle, ceremony. In 2025, that divide is collapsing. According to the announcements, there will be one consolidated ceremony that encompasses both the glamour and the technical hybrid categories. This streamlining is intended to create more momentum, avoid viewer fatigue, and let all winners share the spotlight on the same night. 3. No network, only streaming. One of the most radical shifts is in how viewers will watch the show. For many years, CBS has been the Daytime Awards broadcast home, often paired with streaming. But in 2025, no television network will carry the show. Instead, the ceremony will be exclusively streamed via the Emmys app and watch.theemmys.tv, accessible to smart TVs, mobile devices, and streaming platforms. In effect, the Daytime Emmys are embracing a full digital-first model, betting that fans will follow them wherever the content goes. The transition is risky. Shifting away from legacy TV exposure could shrink casual viewership, but it also lets NATAS control its distribution and reach audiences globally without network constraints. 4. Refreshed and expanded categories. To reflect the diversity and evolution of daytime content, 2025 brings a rework of categories, some eliminated, some merged, others newly created. Eliminations and mergers. The Outstanding Original Song category is eliminated entirely. The earlier removal of Outstanding Younger Performer in a Daytime Drama continues. Younger actors can enter lead, supporting, or guest categories instead. 2 writing categories, Outstanding Writing for a Daytime Nonfiction Series and Outstanding Writing for a Daytime Nonfiction Special, are merged into one, Outstanding Writing for a Daytime Nonfiction Program. New and reshaped categories. Outstanding Emerging Talent in a Daytime Drama Program. This fresh category honors performers on their first daytime contract, who have never before been nominated for a Daytime Emmy. They must have been on the show for 2 years or less, have at least one multi-episode speaking arc, but there's no age limit. The Old Culinary category splits into 2 distinct awards. Outstanding Culinary Instructional Series focused on teaching cooking, recipes, technique. Outstanding Culinary Cultural Series focusing on food culture, identity, stories. Likewise, Travel, Nature and Adventure divides into Outstanding Travel and Adventure Program, Outstanding Nature and Science Program. A new recognition, Outstanding Regional Content in a Daytime Genre. This is not a full Emmy-eligible category. Rather, it awards regional programs that have already won in their home markets within a June 1, 2024 to May 31, 2025 window. Winners receive a Crystal Pillar trophy, rather than an Emmy statuette. These changes open new pathways for creators, especially those in niche or regional markets, while refreshing the competitive landscape for traditional daytime shows. 5. Rule enforcement and submission caps. 2025 also marks stricter rule enforcement to preserve the integrity of the award process. If a category has fewer than 10 submissions, NATAS will restrict nominations to no more than 50% of the entries. This has real consequences. For example, only 3 daytime dramas qualified to receive nominations: Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, and The Young and the Restless. The newer series Beyond the Gates, which premiered after December 31, 2024, fell outside the eligibility window and thus was disqualified. Late credit additions are being curtailed. After the nominations period closes, changes will incur fees. For example, from 6 business days post-nominations through the ceremony, changes cost $250 per change. On the music front, nominees in music categories e.g. composition must now provide complete publishing information and sign a licensing agreement allowing NATAS to use their work in clips. If they fail, NATAS may substitute rights cleared music or choose a different clip. These stricter rules aim to avoid last-minute shuffling, credit disputes, or uneven nomination practices. 6. Host, presenters and visibility. With broadcasting off the table, the show is leaning into digital-first presentation. The 2025 Daytime Emmys will be hosted by Mario Lopez. A number of established daytime stars and presenters, like Deidre Hall, Michelle Stafford, Scott Clifton, and others, will also take the stage. While there's no TV home this year, the strategy includes partnerships. For instance, Access Hollywood is expected to offer a recap version and leveraging social media and streaming platforms for reach. Interestingly, the total number of categories has expanded, from 34 to 37 Emmy-eligible categories, bringing the full roster to 42 categories, including non-Emmy ones. The idea is to foster broader recognition without over-diluting the prestige. 7. Narrative impacts and community reactions. The creative and industry community is watching closely. The changes are ambitious, but not without controversy. Some lament the loss of a TV broadcast partner. Many casual viewers who don't follow streaming apps may be left out. Others see this as overdue. Daytime television has evolved beyond network schedules, and the awards need to catch up. The new emerging talent category has generated excitement, especially for performers who might previously have gone under the radar or been forced into age-based boxes. On message boards and social media, fans are debating the implications of stricter nomination caps, which means some shows may be shut out entirely, the shift to streaming, and how the move to October might affect momentum behind submissions. One fan comment sums it up. CBS will air them once BTG gets nominated, but seriously, how many awards do the 5 soaps need? 8. Looking ahead, the stakes of reinvention. The 2025 version of the Daytime Emmys is not just a new edition, it's a pivot. In a media world where streaming, social platforms, and niche content dominate, NATAS is positioning the awards to remain relevant and flexible. If the strategy succeeds, it could become a model for other award shows. Digital-first distribution might broaden global reach. New and niche categories can democratize recognition. Stricter rules might enhance prestige. Calendar shifts may align awards closer to program cycles. But the risks are real. Losing casual viewers, platform fragmentation, and expectations from traditional media. The 2025 awards will be a kind of litmus test for daytime television's place in the new content ecosystem. If you like, I can also produce a shorter summary, or sketch out predictions or winners to watch. Would you like a "What to Watch For" section next?